Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a great Thursday. It's another hot one today, it looks like, so maybe just a couple more days of it, and it's going to still be hot, but not up in the hundreds like we had yet. That wind yesterday was hot.
It was.
The first hot day we've had this late spring or early summer. Has summer actually officially started yet? Are we at summertime?
Yeah, summer begins on the 21st
Okay,
of June.
so we're at the 29th. Okay, so the first really hot, to me, windy. That wind was just a blast furnace if you was out in it yesterday. So today's hot. We've been picking up trash and cleaning bathrooms and getting things all picked up and cleaned up from Bible school last night. And then went to the range, cleaned up some stuff we need to clean up. So we just got back in there. So I don't know if we look sweaty on telling how it looks or whatever. It was, we was both drenched in sweat. So anyhow, we thought we'd get up here and do the live and then finish up what we was doing for get back ready for Bible school tonight. So again, thank you to everybody that was here last night. Great Bible school, good help, flowed smooth. It really was. I told Kelly it was great spirit about everybody, so I do appreciate everybody bringing that, because you can bring a bad spirit with you or a good one, or let something that happens here turn a good one into a bad one, but it went well, everything, again, so thank you for all the pre-Bible school help that everybody, I don't want to start saying names because I'll leave someone out, but if you was here any at all, whether it was one time or 100 times, thank you, and again for all the people that came in and worked extra.
The
and
Snack
over.
Vikings won the contest last night. That was the favorite place that all the kids went, so they did a good job last night.
Yeah, good snacks went well. We've had them hot dogs. We kind of did that at the last moment. Cooked grilled some hot dogs and stuff and chips and things like that.
Fruit
so,
swords.
Fruit swords was a big deal. That was cool.
That was really fun.
Little deal. And to see the what they call them, the fruit what? Chris and them, what'd you call them?
The Snack Vikings.
Snack Vikings, not Fruit Vikings. Snack Vikings. Had little. It says that let us, so that'd be you and me, it's talking about us, people, think of ways to motivate one another, first off, to acts of love, then good deeds or good works. That's what I'm talking about, how we, not God motivating us, it's how we can. If you get a chance, get over on Marcus Torkelson's page. He's been doing the Men's Mental Health Challenge Men, and check his out. He was talking about self-discipline and motivate a little bit today, but here's how can we, so to motivate somebody means to move them toward this, to move one another. So how do we do it? Because a lot of times here's what we want to do. Okay, God, do something with Kelly. Okay, God, move Kelly. Well, God, this scripture here is telling me, how can I think of a way to help motivate her, to help move Kelly to love and good deeds, or Billy Bob, or Jack, or Joe, or Jan, or Jim, or whoever it is, whoever I'm in contact with that might need a little bit of help of moving toward that. It not in their face, screaming, foaming at the mouth, or whatever. Because if you got to do that all the time to people, when you're not there, they'll just quit on you. But if we move them toward that and they pick that up on their own, then this motivation comes into self-discipline. Marcus has a really cool deal on exercise on 10, 10, and 10. Get on his page, and he talks about that a little bit. On that, about it's a start. It's not going to stay there because that 10 will go to 15, that 15 will go to 20, 20. Going to the gym, the first step is that hardest one to get going, and you get in the habit. Then that little quick workout you do comes into a little more intense workout as you get in better shape. And it's little progresses. And it's the same with being motivated to love and good deeds. It's just do one. You're not going to go do 100 and conquer the world. You'll never do that. No. Jesus already conquered our sins.
And we're not set to conquer the world. Just our little area of influence. We need to be, motivating people in our sphere of influence.
And then when we do that, then it goes into good deed, because you got to have the love first to go into the good works and deeds. You're not going to want to do what's good to help somebody that's bad and still be good to them if you don't have love there. So you got to be motivated or moved toward love, and then out of that love and the love of the Lord, because Jesus said, what you do to me, you do to the least of these. If you give a cup of cold water in my name to the least of these, you do it to me. So then that love moves us in to start doing good things, good works, good deeds, where it's coming to Bible school and being the, not snack queen, what did you call them?
Snack Viking.
Snack Viking, or
a group leader.
Or a group leader, or the craft crusader, or whatever it is. Then those are good deeds and good works. And hopefully it's motivated out of love to help the kids and to come. They had a great time. They was in awe of all the decorations and all the different stations or whatever places they have kind of decorated up to go, from the toddler room to where the lesson, the truth teller, or is that what that sign says?
Truth keeper.
Truth keeper.
Yes.
In there, and you go on around to the craft stuff and into the snacks and into the music. Christina did a great job with them last night. I enjoyed it. I stayed in there a little more than I normally do, just watching the kids. Yeah, it was AC in there, so I kind of hung out. That's the only reason he stayed in there. Don't let him fool you. It was. He
stayed in there because of air conditioning.
And I did want to watch the kids.
I do want to give a shout out to LD and LaDonna Brower, because they stayed outside with the games. They covered games for us last night, and it was hot, and I thank them so much for what they did.
And that was on the north side of the building where there wasn't no breeze.
Yeah.
Wind was out of the south.
It was just, they're phenomenal people, and I'm just so thankful for them because they did have to be outside. Everybody else got to be inside. But games, it's hard to do inside. So just so thankful for them.
Yep, and hopefully in their love, their motivation to come and stay and it's hot, those other things. So again, all this ties together, but we need to be doing that. God's not going to do it. He can help move me to that, but I'm the one that's got to go to somebody else that God has called me to go love and go to motivate and spur one another on. As this doesn't say that, but someone's to motivate one another, acts, love, and good works, or to spur one another on to make them move toward that. So, Kelly, what's some ways that you can think of to help motivate one another to acts of love and good deeds?
A lot of it is just by leading by example. Your example speaks a lot. Your life is, speaking to other people. And my dad always taught us when we were, my dad was a master sergeant in the Air Force, and so he was a flight leader and all of that most of the time. And he never asked anybody to do something he wouldn't do himself. And that stuck with me a long time. I don't ask people to do something that I wouldn't ask somebody to go clean the bathrooms if I wasn't willing to go in there and help them do it. And I feel like that's part of it. It's leading by example and knowing that if they need you, you're there and you're going to help them and you're going to encourage them in whatever you don't have to do every single thing for every single person, but if you can be there and encourage them, a lot of times that's what they need.
Makes a difference.
And a lot of people, we don't realize they don't have encouragement. I always go back to, I'm really bad about if I see somebody that looks pretty or whatever, I will go and I will say something to them. And it was in Houston. I'd seen she was an older lady, probably in her late 70s, and she was just dressed so cute. She looked so cute. Well, it ended up, we were in the same restaurant. So I walked over to her and I told her, I said, ma'am, you just look so cute. You're just dressed so sweet and so you're just beautiful. And she said she had never had anybody tell her that in her whole adult life. And tears ran down her face. Do. No, I'm not bragging on me.
I know you're not. I am.
But sometimes you just don't know that they've never gotten any bit of encouragement. They've never gotten any bit of anything. So you don't ever know where that pat on the back, thank you for doing that, thank you for, standing in the gap for me or whatever it is. Thank you for that. Melinda went around behind me last night and she was taking pictures and she sent them to me last night. She was really sneaky because she took pictures of me after I don't want to be in the pictures, but she took pictures of me. I told her she's a sneaky person, but just little things like that was an encouragement to me that she thought enough to go take pictures of everything that was going on and send them to me. Then I made the Facebook post, but that's how we encourage one another. We encourage one another by helping one another, even in the menial tasks.
Right. And again, that's why when people see, our leadership in action, if you're a leader, if not, if you're just say, I'm the low man on the totem pole of the team member, go be the best team member you can be.
Exactly.
And again, go do it to motivate because people like time, it's more, and sometimes words can help, like telling that lady she looked, what did you say?
So sweet and cute.
So sweet and cute and things like that. So again, that's a word, but it was still an action to go do it. So it all ties together. Helps people, again, if you make somebody feel good, just go be a kind human being to the best you can. Sometimes you can't be kind to some people. The Bible doesn't say that you always can. It says as much as possible, live at peace with all people. There are some people right now I'm having a hard time living at peace with certain things and stuff. It's hard. Again, just make sure you're not provoking it, cause it that you're not the cause of the conflict or the chaos. And just do what you can, but look for ways, think of ways to motivate each other, to love, spur one another on. Yes. To those good deeds and those good
And that's
works.
just like Billy and his crew that have been going around in Oilton and picking up sticks. They've gotten a lot of flack. You messed up my yard. You did this. You did that. And they're just trying to do good things, but they continue to go on and to continue to do good things. People took them drinks. People took them snacks or whatever. That spoke volumes to our town.
Right.
That somebody that doesn't even live in town, because some of the people that did that cleanup don't even live in the city limits of Oilton, but they volunteered their time, their fuel, their machinery, all of that. But that's how we spur one another on, because once Billy started, then it just grew.
Some other guys got to bring in trailers
and it grew
help
and it grew.
Yep.
And by the end of last week, they had a whole convoy, like 5 trucks and trailers moving stuff, and it was going a lot faster. And so that's how you do it. You lead by example.
That's right. Just go do it. So again, look for ways, think of ways. Again, be thankful that we have an opportunity to do that. That God's called us and thought enough about us to allow us to do that.
Yeah,
He's telling
exactly.
us, let us. Right? I said, look, let we do this. God's already done His part. Are we going to step up and
let
do
us
ours?
be the Jesus that some people see, because that we may be the only Jesus they see.
Yep.
So we
or
need
the
to
Bible
do that.
they read. So
That's
again,
right.
just again, make sure though it's moving them toward good, moving
Yes.
them toward light, moving them toward the Lord, not moving them to your own agenda, or your own
Right.
thing, or your own opinion. A lot of times, church folks have a big problem with that, wanting to move their agenda, move their opinion, move their
Right.
way of doing things. And
Well,
let's see how the Holy Spirit
and
leads it.
people are that way too. We want people to do things for us, so they can do so we'll do what they want us to do. I'll do this for you if you'll do this for me, or whatever. And that's not what it's about. It's just going and helping people without any strings behind
You know,
it.
in the Bible said, "What good if you loan money to somebody you know is going to pay you back?"
Right.
Would you go do it to people that can't? So again, those are all things we can motivate one another to do by example, by how we do it, and without no fanfare, no recognition, no name in the paper. I try to, because the Bible says to honor those whom honor is due, and I try to. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes you just get so busy and wrapped up and you don't. And a lot of times I try to call people out that do things, and then I'll forget. So I think, man, I forgot them an hour later. Man, I hope they didn't hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
And so now I just try to thank everybody, broad swath it,
Right.
and go from there. So anyhow, God bless y'all. Hope you're having a great Thursday. We'll be back in here at 6 o'clock for Bible school tonight.
Yes.
But vans will be out picking up kids. So need a ride. If your kid wasn't already on the route, holler. And we'll do the best we can. They need to be in this local general area of
Yes.
Yale, Olton, Jennings, Silver City is about as far east as we go. Olton just outside of Olton South, about as far south as we go. Jennings about as far north as we go. Yale's about as far west as we go. So that
Right.
kind of covers this area, and it pushes them to get back just doing that,
Yes.
to get the kids back here on time for the opening ceremonies and all the stuff they're doing and getting them rocking through the day. So tonight we're going to feed them again. We're going to give them snacks again, give them treats again. We'll be here for them, Lord willing, 6 o'clock tonight.
Yes.
Come out. If your kid missed last night, it ain't too late. Bring them on
That's
tonight.
right.
They're welcome to come
We'd love to have them.
tonight. So
The
bring
more the
them
merrier.
on, and they'll have a good time. I guarantee you that. So we got Bible school tonight, Bible school tomorrow night, Bible school program Saturday night. So the next 3 nights we'll be tied up here with Bible school in the evening. So again, we can help you though through the day. We're here, we're in out, probably cleaning or whatever. We gotta go get some supplies here when we get off of here for tonight and everything. So again, holler at us, call the church phone 918-399-5956. Text is the best. So if we missed a ring, the text will still be there, and that thing makes a little weird noise if you don't answer the text or at least read the text. So anyhow, God bless y'all. Again, thank you again for all of our help.
Yes,
Thank you. It was a great time, good spirit. Looking forward to even a better time and a better spirit here tonight. So God bless you. Remember, it's faith over fear, Christ over crisis, and you can remain calm in the chaos.